Geelong's final HSET services under the roof of Southern Cross Station. Carriage set SLH33 is running one of its final services under the Geelong name. N465, the City of Ballarat, will lead the second last outbound service on the 612 service to Geelong. The 1 hour and 13 minute journey runs as Limited Express, bypassing stations such as Deer Park, Little River and Corio. The first stop outside of suburbia is reached after a 57-minute journey with N465's dynamic brakes roaring into Lara station. On board the HSET, we can see that it is in its 40th and final year since refurbishment from Clyde Engineering, when the old Harris trailers were modernised and repurposed for use on regional services. So why repurpose an electric-built train for regional services? To sum it up in one word, asbestos. Most original Harris trains contained some sort of asbestos when first built, and therefore as a growing danger of asbestos was revealed, the Harris trains were disposed of or rebuilt as H-carriages, like the one we are currently riding on. Some evening peak Geelong services also run as NSETs, which are still in use to the time of uploading this video.
Folks arriving, terminating Geelong's main station, last and final stop, folks. Please ensure you have all personal items with you before you do leave the service here. Please do ensure you are checking in and around the seats to make sure that no items have gone between the seats or under them. Final stop, folks, once again, Geelong's main station. Change here, folks, change here, last and final stop.
The shunting operation at Geelong Station is as unique as it gets, with its very own allocated Y-class shunter to tow the carriage set from the back into the Carriage Wash before stabling in the nearby yards. The N-Class follows right behind to await clearance to proceed to the Locomotive Depot. Locomotive N466 arrives with her namesake Warrnambool service at 8:12, awaiting the up Warrnambool to cross at the station, a scene which will soon disappear in the coming years. As for the H set, this will be the final time I will get to see it, with its final services operating the very next day.
Attention customers, once again, this is your service through to Marvin Thunder Cross from Geelong. We're now express.
A month and a half after retirement, SLH-33 is transferred to Seymour for its new era in preservation. The history of these carriages stem back to as far as 68 years, with their career as a Harris train to conversion with H carriages with V-Wide. The H set says its final goodbye to over half a century of revenue service.